What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing our weekly segment of the One Piece Minute. So for those of you who aren't familiar, I'm going to be recapping the most recent episode of One Piece, in this case episode 880, in 1 minute. With a timer counting down, I'm going to get as far through the recap as I can, and whatever I can't finish is going to be lost to history. Last week's episode is pretty short and mostly just a recap episode on its own, so it went through pretty smoothly, but it was still a pretty difficult recap nonetheless. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get ready for this week's episode. This week's episode is episode 880, so we got 1 minute on the clock, and we'll recap. Ready? Go! So this week's episode started off with Momohige, or Peachbeard pirates, who are attacking a city along the coast. Peachbeard is an affiliate of Blackbeard, so he's just ransacking and stealing from people now that their kingdoms are heading off to Reverie. So we're introduced to a new set of boobs. A new member of a new group who are the Revolutionary Army, who Sabo leads, and then Sabo is actually the chief of staff for Monkey D. Dragon, Luffy's father. So we see them, and they're planning a meeting to go to Reverie to wage war on the Celestial Dragon. So we basically introduced to them, and they're having a meeting elsewhere, and the captains are gonna basically defeat the Peachbeard pirates, and then head over there. So the boobs, there's a giant, and there's a crow, and there's another dude. Dang. Well, there you have it. Time down. So there's our recap. Basically, yeah, pretty good episode. Considering that I was expecting another Sabo recap of Sabo's time with Luffy, it wasn't at all that. There was a little recap midway through the episode, but it was only a few minutes, and it was mostly just setting up, I guess, for the next arc, or what's going to be happening leading into the next arc. So it's pretty exciting. I'm glad they're still moving on with the plot, even though they just finished a major arc. So it's a good episode all in all. And we got to Oda's got some character designs, I tell you, with this new Revolutionary Army captain. Her name's something Betty, Bono Betty or Bolo Betty or something. I forgot what it is, but she might be worse or better, depending on how you want to look at it, than Rebecca from last week's recap and from the Dressrosa arc. But there you go. There you have it, guys. The recap of the most recent episode of One Piece, episode 880. Tune in next week as we will recap the next episode, which should be 881. I'll catch you guys then. Peace.